Hello. Right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how this vlog went down. This is basically the pregnancy vlog. So this is Heather going into giving birth. So yeah, I'm just going to explain how it went. Now, this is a month later. So Summer, you're actually 4 weeks old now. So if you're watching this when you're older, you're 4 weeks old today. So this is obviously a month after. I'm actually away with work, but I wanted to get it down before I forgot the story. So I was sitting there. It was just before I normally get up early before work. I think I woke up about 5:30, and I normally have like a few hours chill time before I have to go into work. And I think it got to about 6 o'clock, and then your mum came through. And I'll be honest with you. I wasn't taking it serious, and she said she was feeling a little bit uncomfortable and stuff, but it was 3 days before the due dates. We weren't, panicking, we weren't getting too excited at that point. So it must have been about 20 minutes later when she started, she was like, as you'll see in the video, like doubled over. Having contractions. And at this point, started realising it was on, basically, it was happening. So Heather got onto the hospital number, phoned them up. They were like, maybe you should come in at this point. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm away for a shower. Jump in the shower, came out. It was even worse. She was in even more pain, as you'll see in the video. And the whole time I'm kind of videoing her and everything. Right, so could be a false alarm, but I think Heather's going into labour. So it's about what, 7:15, 8:45. We're just going to head in now because I wanted to get it all on video. So yeah, we get everything in the car, jump in the car, off to Kirkcaldy. About a 20-minute journey, all good. Get to the hospital. At this point, obviously, your mum's contractions are getting even stronger. She's in more pain. So if in Kirkcaldy Hospital, it's like the hospital's on a hill and the car park spot's down the bottom. I had parked and disabled, and I was like, shit, I can't park the car here. So I let your mum out at the top. She's standing over this bollard, having contractions, and I drove the car down. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't leave her. So I quickly grabbed stuff out the car and ran up the hill with as much stuff as I thought I had all this stuff, as much stuff as I could hold. And turns out I actually forgot all the baby bags. So I forgot all your clothes, nappies, everything that I was meant to remember. Now what you need to remember as well is this is COVID-19 happening. So once you're in the hospital, you're not meant to come out. We did get allowed after the next day to go out and grab the bag and come back in, but it could have been dodgy. So yeah, we get into the hospital, and then we're into this nice little room, as you'll see. Heather wanted a water birth. What do you want me to do?
Because it's her birthday today.
Yeah. So it's a nice kind of like jacuzzi bath. The midwife was really happy. Nice little setup if ever I did see one. Got into the water bath, and then nothing was really happening. So, and then Heather, your mum was getting too warm, so then we had her out, we had her in the water bath. In and out, probably about 3 or 4 times. It was just too warm. So at this point, the midwife realised that this isn't going to probably happen. It's going to happen today or in the next 24 hours, but not anytime soon. And we'd been having gas in air, which you'll see I was enjoying that gas in air.
You're having too much fun.
Heather wanted an epidural. The midwife was like, probably best to have an epidural. So we moved upstairs. How you doing, Heather? You all good, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh.
I'm very calm now.
Feeling better? Yeah? Feeling good? Yeah. It got to about kind of like 9 o'clock and they were 9 p.m, you know, and yeah, you know, the midwife was saying she was happy with where it was. You know, we'd swapped midwives 2 or 3 times, they were amazing. Turned out that Summer was sitting the wrong way, so she had to be turned round. So they were hoping that, you know, you would turn round. Right, we're going to, in half an hour, we're going to get you to start pushing. She done really well. You know, you've got to remember, I think your mum had like 3 morphine injections, an epidural, you know, gas and air all day. So yeah, she pushed for that hour, but nothing was happening. At this point, it started getting a little bit serious. So they were saying, you know, right, we're going to have to get you up to the theatre. So obviously, I'm getting a little bit worried. Had all my scrubs on and everything. We went up to the theatre, and there was a ton of doctors. Must have been like 10, 12 people in the room. And then I was stood at the side like a spare prick. Your mum got wheeled in on the bed. We had to get forceps in to kind of turn you around because you were facing the wrong way, and then get Heather to push again. Now, if this didn't work, it was going to go to a cesarean section, and that was what I really didn't want for her. And I remember at some point they were like, right, we're going to get you in close so you can be close to her. So they got me right in next to it. And I remember the first doctor couldn't get you turned round. I think it was a guy? Yeah, I think it was a guy. He couldn't get you turned round, and it was getting a bit touch and go. So it was almost at the point where they were like, right, we may have to do a cesarean section, which is, you know, and I was getting upset at that point. And then another doctor came in, this Indian lady, and I think she was quite experienced, so she managed to get you turned round. And then I remember them saying, listen, Heather, this is really important, this is your last chance, you've got to push. So you're going to get 3 pushes, and if it doesn't work, we have to go to the cesarean section. So at this point, I'm tearing up. You know, I remember your mum looking at me saying, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? I don't think I'm doing it right. You know, I can't feel my legs and everything, you know, because obviously she's been given, you know, epidurals and then another one in the spine just before that had happened. You know, everyone's saying, you know, I said to her, look, you can do it, you can do it. And I was like, come on. They were like, 3, 2, 1, push it. And I was like, yeah. Pushing, and they're like, doing really well, keep going, 1, 2, 3, push. And then on the third one, she pushed you out. No. Heather.
Right, guys, how are we doing?
So yeah, so it was touch and go. It was a long day. I think we got to the hospital about 8 a.m. and you arrived at 2 a.m. the next morning. So she was knackered. But yeah, it was amazing. You know, we were so happy. Yeah. So we got moved straight into the room, obviously because COVID was going on, it was a virus at the time. We had to stay in that room. We stayed overnight a couple. She's sleeping again. Nights, and I was bloody. I mean, they had the heat wave going, so I was desperate to get out at any chance. And obviously her mum was so, you know, really worried about you and stuff, so she wanted to stay in and try and get, you know, you weren't feeding properly and stuff. But I knew she'd work it out. I knew we'd work out, and eventually convinced her to get back to the house. And yeah, we took you back to the house. What's just happened? The little umbilical cords fell off. And I remember that week we done, you know, we had you out on the beach, so we had. First training session, Summer. She's chilling.
First training session with Daddy.
Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love when I'm alone. When I'm alone. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love when I'm alone.
Oh, she's proper good fun.
Let me inside, playing my song into my sides. It hurts, I can't lie. I want to get out. Those pictures so clear, fade in my mind.
Right, that's about 3,000. Did you get a picture?
Give me love, give me love, give me love when I'm alone. When I'm alone. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me.
Summer's first rottiness in Dharma.
When I'm far too gone, can you show me love? Give me love.
Sorry. That's a quick recap of how it went down before I forget.